That's how we going to do it. Salute, 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 salute. Peace and power, peace and power. What's going on? Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, dialogue, questions, answers, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is your space, a space of integrity, a space of love, a space for justice, love, hell, or right. Kings and queens, masters. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Nicknames, hashtags, green screens, apps that are cash, pals that are pay, grams that are money, unions that are Western. God damn it, send a kite. Zakat, collection plate, whatever you got, let's get to it, let's get to it. Fund the war effort. There's a war going on outside. India and Pakistan. Y'all keep playing. I'm telling you, soon it's going to be Brooklyn. Soon it's going to be Memphis. Soon it's going to be Tallahassee. Soon it's going to be the Bay. Soon it's going to be Texas. It's a war. Man, oh man. Black man, oh man. Matter of fact, if you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Oh man, don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait until you're throwing pots and pans. In the Waffle House, it's too late. Don't wait. And you till you are tussling for a goddamn Krispy Kreme in McDonald's. Yeah, it's too late then. Don't wait until you're laying face down on the pavement, filled with all type of peppers and sprays and agents and all that. It's too late. Find out what you need to find out about yourself so you can employ strategies to de-escalate, okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Stop being the only couple kicked up out of the gender reveal. Stop being the only couple that they don't invite to Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, stop being the only couple that don't get no turkey wings. Stop being the only couple that the whole precinct know your name. Get your shit together. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relation, abuse, counseling, and consultation, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Oh, man. She sure is going to the range often. Yeah. No, man, listen. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. What's that? Who said what? Man, people, comments, conversations, events that should keep you on alert. Remember, with this information and life that you save could be your own. What's going on? What's going on? Yes, another long day. Another long day. The days for me getting longer and longer because I just don't have enough minutes to do all the things that I have to do. Okay? Yeah, don't have enough time. With the donations that people send in that I gotta get out, with the research, with the sending the invites, with the speaking to the clients, man, it's a lot. And I'm doing it on my own. Yeah, so I need y'all to keep me motivated. Yeah, keep me motivated. Okay? Well, we got some people to tag. Black men, yeah, this is y'all day. About to get in y'all ass. Black men, tag yourselves, tag your uncles, tag your nephews, tag your granddads, tag your homies, your union buddies. Yeah, all y'all in them secret he-man woman hating clubs. Tag them, tag all y'all bring y'all ass to class. Cause I be reading y'all comments on other people's platform. Y'all sure do need some straightening out. We gonna get the getting. Yeah. Yeah, get y'all asses in class. Somebody tag who? Ace Metaphor. I don't know this dude. Tag him. And Cam Candy Ass Newton. Tag both of them. Tell them to come to class. Tag these new fairies. Yeah, the fairies. Not only the ones that was at the Met Gala, but tag them too. Somebody tag Charlemagne. Why he fanning like he Medea's cousin in the goddamn second row, third pew of the church? He fanning like old limp wrist biatch. Tag Charlemagne, tag Shaboozey. Tag them both. Yup. Tag NORE. Yeah. Tag NORE. Tell him to come to class. Tag, who is this dude? Ali Saddiq? That's his name? Tag him too. Come to class. Yeah. Him and, yeah. Him and Miss Netta. Tag them. Yeah, people like going in. They like talking. Okay? They like talking and creating these narratives that keep us separated from our women. Tag them. Okay, who else? Man, listen, tag former NFL star Jason Pierre-Paul. Yeah, tag him. Yeah, tag him. Yeah, fingers. Tag him. Yep, tell him to come to class. Who else we got? And tag former football great Kevin Ware Jr. Tag him. Old-Face got him too. While you at it, tag yourself. Yeah, tag yourself. That's what we talking about. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Who's in class? First in class is Bushhead. We see you. And Charles. Ooh, damn, Charles is in here. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, Chris. Philly threats. Philly in the building. North and goddamn South Philly. They up in here. West Philly too? Where y'all at? That's Guns and Gloves 55. Guns and Gloves 55. Andrea Jones. Heal up. Everybody send Andrea Jones our universal strength of healing. Her surgery was successful and she's in recovery. Give her Purple Hearts for coming to class. Yeah. She don't miss a class, even after surgery. Yeah, she keeps the war effort funding. Man, listen, give her all of the energy and all of the healing strength you can send to Andrea Jones. What's going on? Tiara, we see you. T Green, the youngin', is in there. Classroom assistant. Bernie, what up, Bernie? Ken Williams, Cool K Kang. With your fake chefing hands. I seen you spill a flour all over the counter. Cool K Kang is up in here. Frankie, East New York is in the house. What's going on? F Rich 55. F Rich 55. Yeah, Philip Boone is in the spotty spot. We see you. Elusive Views. What's going on? Bam Woods, Philly in the building. Brown Girl, Professor Dre from Boston. Sorry we had to do it to you. Nixon 4, Andre. Nixon 4, Drea. Yeah. Jeff Sparks, we see you. Uptown Dre, we see you. It's the Grustler, the global hustler. Cool. The bag of bones from Zurich, Switzerland. In the spotty spot. That's what we talking about. The underground star, MC extraordinaire. Cool. What's going on? Yeah, Eric Carlos. San Antonio's up in here. The Riverwalk Mall with no polo in it. We know what's up. We see y'all. Snook the Bear TV. What's going on? Geechee. We see Frank Matthews. 55. Frank 55. Yeah. Molly. What's going on, Molly? We see you in the building. Hey, Ghoster, what up? Ooh, Curly J 55. Curly J 55. CB, what's going on? Philippe Harris. What's going on? We see you. Mark Hines, what up? Jean, Allie, KMU, Canada. First responders in the building. What's going on? Michael Hayes in the building. What up? We see you. Yeah. What's going on? Dow. What up, Dow Maddox? What up, Dow? What up? We see you. Chris Carter, 55. Chris, 55. Jean V. Pierre, what's going on? We see you. Mark, we see you. What Mark is that? Which one? That 55. That Mark, 55. Yeah, A Wood. What up, A Wood? Okay, who else? Mecca. We see you, Mecca. What's going on? Peace. Yeah. Micah. 55. We see PJ Allen. What up? We see you, Versace Broccoli. We see you. Donnie Porter, we see you. Yeah. Amsterdam. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on? The Netherlands is back up in the building. 55 though, damn it. 55 for the Netherlands. Yeah. What up? Uptown Harlem, ACM. What's going on? We see you. Yeah. G-Rock, South Central. Cali in the building. Damn it. Poppy Chulo. 55, Poppy Chulo. You ain't been to class in like 8 months. 55, Poppy Chulo. 55. Yes. Marguerite, McDonald Music, we see you. Kenny's Unholy Grail, we see you. Boy, everybody, Rhonda Graham is up in here. Eduardo, what up? We see you up in here. Yeah, oh, y'all came to class tonight. Y'all must have been up drinking. Deep up in here. They deep up in here. Yeah, lovely lady, Mr. Mac. D. Haven Enterprises. We got Shaolin up in here. Ooh-wee. Jeremiah Coleman. Boy, y'all deep in class tonight. Block Monster. Damn, y'all coming to this. Ooh-wee. Valentino. Oh, man. Yeah. That's what we talking about, boy. Class is in effect. Who we starting with, y'all? Who we starting with? We 13 minutes in. Y'all wowing. Yeah, it's going to be a good class. Who we starting with? Chet. 55, Chet. Boy, 55, boy, the war effort must going to be decent. Yeah, it's going to be decent tonight. And a whole lot of stragglers coming to class. Who we starting with, y'all? Let me know. Talk about it. Who y'all want? Shaboozey and Charlemagne? The new Roy G. Biv? Huh? Ali. Oh, that's what y'all come for? Ali Saddiq? That's what y'all coming for? That's what y'all wanted, huh? So that's why the counting class is heavy. Let's get to it, because I don't know the dude. Not at all. Because remember, if they're not about the liberation of our people by any means and all means necessary, they don't come through my radar. Not at all. And he should have, being that he's a formerly incarcerated person. I usually have some type of awareness of those type of individuals. You dig what I'm saying? Huh? You get what I'm saying? Formerly incarcerated, turned his life around and made something of himself. I don't know him. He ain't got the ha-ha giggle factor for me. I must have missed it. You dig? But he came across my timeline. As Beckles, we got London back in the building. We see you. What's going on? Uh-huh. So now, the only reason it came through my timeline is because what? He was with Miss Netta. Yeah, he was with Miss Netta. Rhonda Grant, much appreciation for Super Chat. We see you. Yeah. Yeah. He was with Miss Netta. And, of course, you know, I'm not sitting there for 2 and 3 hours. I don't have that time. No, I had to wash clothes, dry clothes. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And fold clothes. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't had time to do that. No. Not at all. Not at all. I'm in the community doing what I do. But, yeah, he came through and I seen a clip that struck me. It really struck me. And in the clip that I saw, there was a question about the beef with him and Cat Williams. And what is his name? Mr. Ali, Brother Ali, Comedian Ali, had said some very derogatory things about street cred and how, let me see if I can paraphrase this shit right. That street cred is whack. So that's that. What does it get you? Right? You can't buy nothing with it. So I had to sit on that for a second. I had to sit on it for a second. Because we have to start giving a very clear distinction between the streets and street life and what people consider square life, right? And most squares or square life are people who don't mind who is governing them, don't mind who has deemed themselves an authority over them and works within the confines of that system. That's what a square is. Now, that isn't saying that they aren't street individuals or people who play the streets in those institutions. Because there are a lot of street individuals in square spaces. Now, there's not too many squares that can come into the streets. Very dangerous. Though the lines are blurred now. And you do have both individuals from both individual groups trying to mix and mingle. And it doesn't work. However, I felt the ways about that. About him saying, what does street cred get you? Now, street cred ability gets you a lot. It does. Because we don't live in a box. We don't live in those protected institutions. You have to venture out into what we are deeming the streets, which is really not the actual street. but the energy, the behavior within the communities that we live in, that we reside in. And being able to walk in those spaces and having not only a reputation, but people having a general knowledge that you're not a pushover, okay? That you and your family can handle themselves. Now, maybe he was talking about the extreme elements of a street cred, which I doubt it. Like when you have these people who are branded with the streets, like that's all they know and that's all that individuals know about them. Maybe he's feeling the ways about that. But when you're talking about other entertainers and comedians of the such, man, I don't know any of them in all reality that have some type of street cred in them. Very few. Very few. Especially not ones that made it past C-list, B-list, and A-list. Nah, that doesn't happen, doesn't work. It doesn't work. Matter of fact, I don't know anybody who's made it A-list and B-list in the world of entertainment with any real, true street credibility or a reputation in the streets from doing what street people do. But on that note, I want you all to know that we haven't had any truly great political leader, grassroots leader, spiritual leader that didn't have street credibility. Not none. Now, you got a lot of them little punk ass ones who were selected for us, but the true leadership that we exalted to the higher spaces all had street credibility. Damn near 3/4 of them came from the jail, prison system. Yeah. So that's what it can get you. It gets you the reputation of being solid, right? Because Malcolm X, right? The greatest that we have known, okay? Came home. Been doing what, 8 years? Known in the streets prior to him transitioning and becoming the most effective revolutionary powerhouse that we've seen. Okay? Street credibility. Jail. Without the streets, you have nothing. There is no one that has been a quote-unquote freedom fighter or activist that was exalted, okay? That was exalted and selected for us without street credibility that anybody pays any type of attention to. None of them. Not one. Since we are in these communities that we deal with so many of the symptoms of white supremacy and capitalism, shit, you better know how to handle yourself in the streets. You better be known for having bravery and courage to deal with any situation. So that's what street credibility is. That's all it is. He's trying to, again, create this false narrative and this false picture of, because when people say that, they try to put themselves in the place of being the only one that's that thorough, that's official, because When you do the history on him, what he did a little bid, he was slinging in the hood at 19 and got popped and did what? What he did? He did 6 years, something like that. He got out when he was 25. You understand? That's what he has out there, I guess, general knowledge. So I guess he's the most official. He got the most street cred out of what? Out of all the comedians, all of the ha giggle people. You dig? This is what people do. So now he's making an attempt to take, right, what they call the dirty space of YouTube, the dirty streets of YouTube, and what they've all been doing, the political spaces in YouTube, the conscious spaces in YouTube, right? You know, they all pulling it and extracting, right, from things that they believed made the gang members viral, that made commercial rap viral, starting these beefs and getting recognized for being something other than what they're presenting. You're a comedian. Tell jokes. Make us laugh. We don't want to know if you're more credible in the streets than Cat Williams and you calling Cat Williams. What are we doing here? What are we doing? But then in the same token, you're discrediting that. You're discrediting people who have to be there. Okay? Okay? And put himself in the pocket of saying, well, I didn't have to be out there. I saw my father who worked and hustled on the side. I saw other people, and I didn't have to be out there because I came from a 2-parent home. I made that decision. Well, there are others who don't have a choice. Regardless of what many of us think, a lot of us aren't conscious from early on. A lot of us didn't have that nurturing or support from early on. And that is what keeps an element of street alive and vibrant. So when he's trying to disrespect them in the street and say that some or majority don't have to be out there, they're making a choice to. So what about the ones who's out there already? Are you saying that their street credibility will get them nothing? Are you saying that their ability to look at imminent danger in the face and have the courage to stand up to it means nothing? See, this is where people want to sound intelligent for a soundbite. They try to seem smart for a soundbite. They try to make themselves, because they know the platform is large, that they're that dude. Nah, homie, you're not. You're not. Like I said, shit, Martin Luther King Jr. had street cred because the work was done in the streets. The work was done with people who needed the most assistance. You understand? Bunchy Carter had street cred. It got him a lot. George L. Jackson, street cred. It got him a lot. Huey and Bobby, street credibility. They came from the street up. And their reputations of handling themselves and handling others in the street is what made others gravitate and listen and follow. We're not following no bitch ass niggas. That's just not happening. They're not gonna bust a grape when it comes to us fighting the Ofe. You want to know that you got somebody solid that's stepping up for you. So maybe you were, peer pressured into being into the streets and didn't have to be. There are many others, hundreds of thousands, millions that don't have the nurturing, that don't have the guidance, that don't have the people around them to guide them, to show them and say, yo, this is one way, this is another way. But there's this new narrative going around. And that narrative, when you're consistently disrespecting a lot of a grouping of black men who are not ready to cower for corporate America, that's in alignment with the LGBTQIA. Yeah, these are y'all looking real sus. You're talking about street credibility, right? On a platform with Ms. Netta and his extra tight slacks and what we know now about him. How dare you? Club Shay Shay is a space where we talking about street credibility. That's where we at with it. So I don't know who your mans think he is. You dig? I don't know. Everyone that I had no choice to study about, doctrines who I followed, all came from the street. Father-in-law, formerly known as Clarence 13X, from the street. Yeah. Mutulu Shakur, from the streets. Okay? I don't know what the hell he talking about. You dig? Yeah. Get your shit right. Get it right. You know? Get it right. Next up, who y'all want to roast? Who y'all want to get at? Talk about it now. Talk about it. Yeah, because we're not going to let that narrative, I don't know why Ms. Netta and that platform ain't been done yet. We already know he's alleged to have been taking Ofe box. We already know that's alleged that, he been allowing young Ofes, to orally handle his grippers. And people think it's a flex to go in there still and speak to Shannon Sharp and disrespect the streets. Get out of here. Yeah, that shit was corny. Corny. So y'all tag your man Ali Saddiq. Corny. Fuck out of here. And then try to throw in that shit. You used to box, right? Everybody used to box. There's quite a few people that got knuckle games. Nice ones too. But you gonna beat up Cat? That's what he was insinuating. See how, Club Shay Shay turned into like a Karen. He been around them old face so much that he's taking on the demeanor of a Karen. Oh, I'm gonna get y'all two together. And allowing this dude to beat, nah, he ain't going, I'm gonna steal on him and all. What are we doing? Now we got comedian beef. For clicks, for clout, for views. Come on, yo. Cut the shit out. Start canceling this dude. I don't want to see him in the timeline no more. Get that Ms. Netta dude up out of here. Or Shay Shay or Shan, whatever the hell y'all calling him. Get him up out of here. It's done. He's done. Done. I should have got rid of him a long time ago when y'all seen him with that purse and them stupid ass sweats. You dig? Who's next? Nah, I gotta get somebody else. We gotta go straight to NORE. Cause I seen something last week And I know I saw it last week, and then when I searched it today to coincide with this shit, it was scrubbed all of a sudden. I know if it wasn't last week, it was a week before. I saw NORE arguing, beefing, or telling some lady, yo, you know you about to go viral. I forgot what it was. Him and his wife was having some type of altercation in some type of establishment. I don't know if it was a hotel. It was something. Now, all of a sudden, he is being profiled. So here we go again. Now, that's the new one. That's the new one, Naj. That's the one we getting ready to get into now with this Houston shit. That's now. This was a week or two ago. Wasn't that? It wasn't Houston's. It was some type of restaurant or something. It was something different. And the wife was beefing. Yo, oh no, you getting ready to go viral and all this shit. You dig? So now he's being profiled. It's the second time. That's why I'm trying to find it. I couldn't find it. All of a sudden it's playing it back to this shit because this is what they want y'all to face. So now NORE was in Houston's. Thank y'all for, bringing it up and getting it out there. And again, because this is the second time that he's trying to go viral for him being profiled, for him being black. Okay? Okay? Mr. Poppy, Mr. Jose Luis Gotcha. You understand? Yeah. We're going to cut that bullshit out. Now that we see that this week there's been a lot of talk, right? Especially since old Rodney put that work in. Now everybody wants to be black again. Okay? But we gonna stop this shit tonight, NORE. Nah, stay in the pocket. Cause you wasn't that black when you was on the yacht with Leo and your goddamn feet out and them goddamn chiletas or them sandals or whatever the hell that you was doing. No, stay in that pocket. Stay in that pocket. Okay? So now he's saying he's been profiled. And he went even further. This is what he said. This woman tried to get me unalived for ordering an extra bottle of wine, he wrote in his last Instagram caption. Whenever a white woman calls the police on a black man, their intentions is to get a black man unalived. Me, I was cool, calm, and collective when the police arrived. The police officer himself admitted he was never called over ordering an extra bottle of wine, but I'm cool. I paid my check and left. Okay? After doing my investigation, I noticed a lot of people are complaining about her, about this specific lady that works in this restaurant, right? He continued. She's not just racist to black people. She's racist to Latinos, Russians, okay? Bankers, you understand? The Bagelmeisters, anybody who is not purebred white. As I walked out, she turned away 3 black men as I was leaving. Let's boycott. Shame on you. NORE said that he never truly believed the Karen thing actually existed before he got the racist treatment himself. Watch him explain what happened. Now, this is what I'm saying. That's why it was so important for me when I was scrambling to try to find what happened 2 weeks ago. Because he was profiled then by Karen. Now, NORE, Mr. Born, raised in Lefrak City, which was highly multi-ethnic, your ass ain't never believed in the Karens? Man, you sold crack to the Karens. Yeah, right there on Junction. Yeah, I know for an absolute fact. This ain't no allege. Nigga, my cousin had you slinging for him. I know for a fact. You know what racism is. You know what Karens are. You know what being profiled is like. Yeah, you do. No need for you to get on this week's bandwagon, you know, of victimized black men. We're not gonna do that. You're gonna continue to do your content the way you've been doing it. Elmhurst, Queens, you never been in the mall? I walked the mall several times in there. And they didn't even want you in the stores out there in the late 80s. Mid to late 80s, early 90s. We was always chased across the bridge. Yes, across the Horace Harding in the little park. Yeah. Anytime anybody from Left Rack went to that direction or towards the Bland, yeah. Not only was the white citizens, but the police, yeah, you know what racist treatment is like. You definitely know what that's like. But again, they think that people aren't around that could give truth to these false narratives. You don't know what it's like, NORE? You never believed in the Karens? Come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out. Now, it ain't the alcohol, Sarah. It's all that damn jogging and shit is messing his mind up. It's the Hummer stunting. You know what it is? It's the media classes. You understand? That's what it is. They be coming on fronting. Stay in the pocket. My thing is, when you go to the website and you see the staff in there, fuck you going in there for? What are you going in there for? This is my whole thing. What are y'all doing patronizing those type of establishments anyway? If they don't want you in there, so be it. Why are you in there? Why? What sense does that make in 2025? Shit ain't make sense in the 80s when we was going through it. Shit ain't make sense in the 60s and 50s. They don't want you there. What you in there for? Houston's? They don't care if you come in there or not. That's why the lady shrugged her shoulders. And so what? Get your ass out of here. You're not the demographic that keep them in business. That's what a lot of melanated people need to know anyway. We ain't the demographic. When Timberland said he don't see those sales, he didn't see those sales. But there was a lot of bootleg Timbs running around. A lot of people wasn't going to the Timberland stores and Timberland outlets. He said, straight up, I don't know the sales that I get from black people because why? A lot of the shit that dudes was wearing was bootleg Timbs. The same way everybody else, they don't manufacture things for you. And most of you wasn't going to the official spots to get it. You understand? And when we was going, when we was the reason for the urban areas to blow it up, and we was going to the Polo store, Columbus Circle and 80th, we was taking it. Wasn't paying for that shit. Let me get that. So when they tell you they don't want you in their establishments, don't take your black ass in there. Boycott Houston. What the hell is Houston? I never heard of this shit. At all. Boycott what? Because you couldn't get an extra bottle of wine? You, who in the very next reel was eating caviar and some type of truffle toast? Niggas, you crazy? You from Left Rack. You been eating chicken wings and duck sauce. Now you eating caviar and truffles and we care that your ass got kicked out or something? Come on. Y'all losing y'all damn mind. If anything you want to boycott Drink Champs. How about that? How about that? Get him out y'all face. You need truffle toast. This is truffle toast. And motherfuckers is struggling paying $9 and $10 for a carton for a dozen of eggs. And this nigga talking about caviar and truffle toast and getting kicked out of a spot because he ordered an extra bottle of wine? Hey, go eat camel nuts. Get your ass out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. You lucky the old thing spitting your food. What are we doing? What are y'all doing? Still allowing that shit to face you on your timelines. What's the matter? If we want to get right, we must act right. If we want a higher form of consciousness, we must exude that. You dig? Shanita Jones, much appreciation for funding the war effort early and first as always. You understand? No, for real. This dude is stunting. You understand what they doing? When you understand that? That's why they get popped. That's why they get robbed. Matter of fact, let's go to that. Let's go to that. That's the next thing. Yeah. It's like, come on, man, get your ass out of here, yo. Get your ass out of here. So who's that? That's NORE. That's Ali, Saddiq. Let's get that shit out of here. Let's get two dudes who've been to jail, who know what the streets is, and credibility, and they both talking stupid shit. This is what happens when they make an attempt to get to the bag and go into that world that we know right now is very dark, that we know your grippers got to get compromised to be up in there. Where they talking shit to, again, have confusion about what it is to be a man, what it is to be a melanated man. In these spaces, they don't understand and realize that they are doing agent work. It is counter-revolutionary. It is counterproductive to sit in a space and finger point as if you haven't been there or as if you are better than because you sit in a space where you done told them white folks your dreams. We're going to never allow them to live down that fact. Now, that's what Rick Ross said it was about. That is what it's about when y'all see them at the Met Gala, when y'all see them at the Oscars, when y'all see them at MTV, when y'all see them at the Grammys, when y'all see them on these platforms. They went in some room and wasn't scared, wasn't fearful to tell a room full of white folk their dreams. And when their dreams are realized, they never come back. And they don't come back because they resent you. They resent the audience for not taking that thing in the grippers the way they did. That's the fact. So now they talk about the flaws. That ain't no flaws. It ain't no flaws. Nigga, you eating caviar. Motherfuckers, they got caviar in Dollar General. Nigga, they got caviar in any fish market. Truffle toast and all, and eat that shit. And while you eat it, eat camel nuts. Punk. We gonna straighten that out. That's done. They only allowed to do it because they are protected by Old Faith. They are in those establishments. They live around them, and that is why you never see them. That's it. Now, speaking of flossing and us caring, because I don't give a damn. I never did. Never. was starstruck about any of them. Anything, I was trying to get some information on them. Okay? Now, flexing. Talking about flexing. Let's get to the next. This one is a real winner. Yeah. Former NFL star Jason Pierre-Paul said his $400,000 watch was stolen right off his wrist at a Hollywood nightclub over the weekend. $400,000 watch. Yeah. Must be decent, right? Must be great. Yeah, to run around with $400,000 on your wrist. You ain't there now, though, huh? Yeah. The 36-year-old Deerfield Beach native said the pricey Richard Mille timepiece was stolen as he attended a Formula One event. That's the shit I'm talking. Why? Why Formula One? Why? Again, black men believing that since it is so expensive and it is so exclusive that they gonna force their way in there because that's a flex, right? Like Michael Jordan owns a Formula One car, right? And the other dude is racing, right? Who gives a fuck? For real, for real. What does Formula One do for urban communities? Nothing, not a damn thing. They don't go out there and try to seek the best mathematicians to show them how to be engineers and mechanics in Formula One vehicles. None of that shit. None of it. Not at all. You don't have a Formula One factory. Where? But you flexing. You flexing, right? At an event at, what is it? Dare nightclub in the Hollywood Hard Rock Casino Saturday night and Sunday morning. In a series of slides in his Instagram story, the two-time Super Bowl champ explained how the watch was stolen, saying he left the club's VIP area when a group of people surrounded him. I instantly, this is what he said, quote unquote, I instantly got a bad feeling and instinctively checked my pockets. My phone and wallet was still there. I didn't even think to check my wrist, he wrote. Now, when you watch the video and he's talking about it to whoever that was interviewing him, I don't know if it was the news or some podcast or somebody, some little old-fake dude. He's saying he's seen a group of people, and that as big as he is, he couldn't get past the people. They kind of pushed themselves in a position while he was walking out to block him up. And he checked, he had a feeling, he looking around, he checked for his wallet and his phone. Now, anybody who used to jostle or pickpocket or dig pockets, you know, if a dude fanning himself and he feels his phone and his wallet, okay, he's like, all right, I'm good money. And he's 36 years old. And what is he, like 6'4", 6'5"? He could bench press like what? 380, 420 pounds? You or anybody, I don't care how many people, y'all gonna try to take a watch? Y'all gonna try to take his watch. I done had 60-year-old, you understand me? 60-year-old investment bankers on Wall Street weigh about $110. And we done tried to take Rolexes from them, and them dudes fight their ass off. Yeah. and the shit don't come off. You got to knock them out. It's just not a pop and it's coming off. No, you got to stretch them. You mean to tell me a $400,000 watch can be popped off your wrist? And then I'm trying to figure out what hand it was on. Because he got big hands and the other one that got blown, the 4, 5, or 3 fingers blown off, shit is swollen. So if that's the wrist, how did it get over his mitt? How did it get over his hand? Your big ass didn't realize that a $400,000 watch was being slid off your wrist in a club? You had to be smoking. You must have been crunching. You got to be a custody if you don't feel a watch that expensive being slid off your wrist. You got to be smoking crack. You got to be crunching on the low. You ain't feel that? You didn't feel that. What hand was it on? Because the regular hand is big and brolic. The regular hand is big and brolic. The shit you done blew your fingers off playing with firecrackers and shit, that shit is swollen. Yeah, that shit look like Thanos' hand. So you mean to tell me somebody took a wristwatch off of that hand? That shit is like this. How? How? Tell me how, Thanos. Because this is where we at now. Again, black men, y'all looking real stupid in these streets. Y'all looking dumb on social media. The way people are pushing narratives on you, the way you are, yeah, performing yourself, the way you are clowning and joking, the way you are articulating yourself, you look stupid. There is not a space today where we are looking at black men and saying, you know what, yo, I want to get in the line. I want to get in alignment with them. I want to get behind them and let's move forward. Let's go. Y'all looking like dumbasses in the face of the world where people are getting their heads knocked off, where babies is getting blown up, where people are positioning themselves. Y'all over here looking stupid. You're looking stupid. You're fighting to uphold the institutions, your security guards for the institution, fighting on people because they're trying to get a piece of bread. You're unaliving your own kids in the name of justice and law. Y'all looking stupid. Y'all not hyped up about Niger and Burkina Faso. Y'all not hyped up. Y'all not mirroring that shit. Y'all looking dumb. This nigga talking about cameras in a restaurant over wine. And then it got us thinking that the streets don't mean anything. When shit, the politicians work the streets for goddamn petitions. So street credibility is something. And then this one here, you want us to believe that somebody done took a 400K watch and you ain't punched nobody? You ain't hook off on nobody and you said, I seen 2 men looking back at me weird. And they disappeared into the crowd. And you ain't punched nobody in the head? Whoever was in the front? Man, woman, beast, or burden. You ain't punched no 400K and you ain't wild out? Come on, son. Come on, son. An NFL star. You crazy. A former NFL star at 36. You ain't getting 400K nowhere else. I ain't seen you get no podcast deal. I ain't seen you on YouTube. I have not seen you. You just gonna take a loss of 400K from some derelicts? You ain't say it was no big brolic Miami dudes running. You ain't say it was a whole bunch of dudes. No, none of that. Just a group of people, regular smegular people, and they just popped it. You mean to tell me them Richard? You mean to tell me I could start hunting y'all dudes down that got them little Richard joints? I could go and slap Meek Mill in his mouth and just pop the watch off. It's gonna drop. And all them other dudes, cause who? Then Floyd said he got one that cost $1 million, a whole ticket, and the lock on it is that frail that somebody gonna slip it off your big ass hand? Yeah, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Moving on. Yeah, moving on, because we ain't got to sit with that. I'm not believing that cap shit. That's cap. That's cap. Okay? So we got NORE bum ass out of here. Ali Saddiq got his bum ass out of here. Who else? Who was that just now? Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP, whatever the hell. Get out of here. You tell that to them Ofe insurers. Nah. Get off social media with that bullshit. Okay? Who next? Charlemagne? Y'all seen Charlemagne with the fan? Yeah, it was dandy week, all right. Everybody was showing their colors. I told y'all the puffster shit ain't stopped. Grippergate is in full effect. Y'all ain't see him waving his fan like Medea and them in church? Yeah, smiling and cheesing. Huh? Yeah, we seen Charlemagne, yeah. Yeah. Chill. Goddamn fruitcake. Between these dudes, hummer stunting online, and these dudes, being the new zest monsters. Because between him, this Shaboozey motherfucker, who I can't even stand the name, they made that shit up. I'm serious. The country music star, all of a sudden, he wearing a goddamn, what do you call them things? The dudes be putting in the Corvettes. Yeah, you know, back in the day, they used to put it in the Corvettes and the Camaros on their seat, them beads and shit. They used to sit. I was like, why dudes buy that shit? Them beads is hard. You can't sit on that shit. He had one of them shits on with his hat, looking like Phyllis Hyman and shit. You a whole country singer, Shaboozey. Fuck, you got your hat tilted like Phyllis Hyman and them. Gloria Gaynor and shit. Your shit tilted to the side with your damn arms out. It is not, and for all of them dudes that was at the Met Gala, it's not the fact that they wearing that shit, which is, but you can't just overnight start posing like a bitch. That don't happen overnight. You had to practice them poses. Them shit Pharrell and them doing. Look at the still shots of them dudes. Pharrell, Shaboozey, what's that model nigga named All 10. Niggas is standing like straight, what? Come on. You could put any of them dudes on RuPaul's drag race. And what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? They gotta beat it. What the fuck is that? seat cover. That's that shit. Seat covers. Them beaded shits. Most of the Puerto Rican dudes used to have them shits in their cars. Little fast little cars. Son, I ain't sitting in that shit. Cause you got them beaded seat covers. What the hell is that? He got that shit on his chest in green. With the Christy Love shit. The fuck is that? You a big ass black man. But we knew something was up because why? They pushed that through country music like it wasn't shit. I'm like, who? Shaboozey. I'm like, who the fuck? I thought they was playing. You just hear the shit all of a sudden. Pop from out of nowhere. You on the stage with the major figures of country music. And you know them country boys. Brokeback Mountain. They damn sure broke Lil Nas X. You think Shaboozey, you think you gonna be the only nigga getting this country music money, boy? No, you got to come up to the mountain and hunt with us. We gonna hunt. Yeah, you gotta come hunting with us. All on the plains of Colorado and shit with the gophers and all that. You know, broke that boy down. And then you come to the Met Gala representing black dandy and his dandyism. They done lotioned and lubed you up. Get your ass out of here. But people, again, if y'all not listening with clear ears and watching with clean eyes, over and over and over again, listen to the tone. Listen to the wordage. Right? Breakfast Club, swing in the morning. All these, listen, you have to listen. Like, yo, hold on, what did he say? Mike Muse and all that shit. What did he say? His tone changed. First 2 or 3 years, he was sounding like he had a little bass in his voice. Once he got secure and got in position in that bag, now he can't stop. You all on ABC News. The fuck? What? Get your black sweet ass up off the TV. And that's what they doing. And I don't care how conscious they seem. I don't care how intelligent they seem. I don't care what it is. They're gonna make sure that little fairy come twinkling about their ass if they on mass media TV. If you on mass media audience, and you're gonna have more than 50, 60,000 people on any platform, they're gonna make sure that you're a little tender around the voice. Yeah. They're not trying to have us going out like Rodney. They not. They don't want that energy because that energy is serious. Head up, high. Ready to go at it with whoever. So y'all gotta be mindful of who y'all listening to on these platforms. These dudes is bitches. And if you listen to it, you're gonna start having a little softness around your skull. You're gonna be tolerant and patient to bullshit that we don't have any time to be tolerant and patient to. We are at war. Fucking Shaboozey and Charlemagne. And I hope y'all notice when, you know, and where, Ayana Van Zant was talking that, you know, I'm down to, you know, if he want him to get a little piece, you know, I'm down with the poly. She did it on the Breakfast Club. She didn't say that poly shit nowhere else. Okay? So, get rid of them. Get rid of them too. Oh, damn, we almost finished. Yeah, we almost finished. I think I hit everybody. Oh no, we got 2 more. We gotta talk about this because I keep telling y'all when you get touched by an ofe, you do some weird shit, right? Okay, Montgomery County, Texas, ex-NFL player Kevin Ware Jr. pleaded guilty to his girlfriend's unalivement that took place in spring back in 2021. Excuse me, y'all. According to records, on Wednesday, Ware agreed to a plea bargain and was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the unalivement of 29-year-old Taylor Pomaski. Man, oh man. He is now convicted of brutally unaliving her and burning her body, which was found a few months later in a ditch in North Harris County. Touched by an ofe. Touched by an ofe. Okay? Okay? Back on December 12, 2022, on the day his trial was set to begin, Ware pleaded guilty to drug and weapons charges in Montgomery County. The 41-year-old took a plea deal for his drug and weapons charges and was given a 15-year concurrent sentence for both charges. So he was already doing a nice little 15. Now he got another 30. He got to hold that down. He was 41. Damn, son, you got to hold that. Okay? You got to hold that. Let's see. The drugs and weapons charges stem from an incident that occurred in April 2021. Ware was pulled over for speeding, allegedly going 115 miles per hour. When a deputy searched his vehicle, a loaded AK-47, along with other hammers and drugs like cocaine and meth, were allegedly discovered. So when you mess with them old face, you know you're gonna mess with their drug of choice. I don't know what his big old football playing ass was doing with meth in his car. Ware is a convicted felon and was charged with possession of a firearm by a felon and possession with intent to deliver, manufacture a controlled substance. He was out on bond for this incident when Pomaski disappeared from his spring home. Yeah, so he was already going up top. He was already going to jail. He was out on bail. Yeah, and he went to that old Faye house and probably got twisted, probably pulled a Shannon Sharp and had that young Ofe eating his grippers, and he got mad because she talking about exposing him, and he did her dirty. And he did her dirty. So now, because he's touched by an Ofe, because she put her mouth on him, he up top now. Now he got to do 30. Damn. See? See? Now, how many times we gonna keep seeing these stories? How many times we have to see our black men like that? You know, give me the flip side. Them TikToks with all them brothers in the suits and all that bullshit. Get that shit out of here. Clapping and shit. Yeah, brother. Yeah, salute and congratulate for what? Take that dumbass suit and tie off and get in these streets and save these kids for real. You hear that shit because you comfortable in this space, because you comfortable working for Charlie, because you comfortable banking with Charlie and making sure you give your money. Not to a war effort, not to fund anybody that's doing the work. You taking that shit every Sunday with your monkey suit and giving it to pastor so he could put that shit in old fake banks while he in the Bentley and all that. I don't care about that shit. I don't need no encouragement. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. Fund the war effort. That's what you do. And watch me work. I don't need nobody to tell me how great I am. Nigga, I'm God. Build or destroy. Power of refinement. I know what the hell I am and who I am and what kind of work I got to put in. Send me them suits, some old monkey suit ass nigga got a fuchsia green suit and tie and hat and all that. That shit don't mean nothing. So what? You not in the street in khakis. That shit don't mean nothing, man. These old face still passing bills and policies to get rid of Section 8 and taking niggas' homes and deeds right from up under them. Shit don't mean nothing. So what? You got on a hat, you got on a derby, you got on cufflinks, nigga, you bitch. What are your kids doing in your community? Do you speak to them? Do you hug them? Do you give them a different way? How did you get in them cufflinks? How did you get in that suit? That's what they want to know. Can you help? Can you speak to my daddy? He get drunk all the time. I don't like that. What's your skill set in that? Can you tell him that, or are you going to just tell him, yeah, you know, you put on these suspenders and tie, you, the fuck out. These kids need truth. They don't need you to usher them in to the same shit that our fathers gave us. When they go, you know, just get a job, everything be all right. You know, and then on the weekends, you know, you hang out with the fellas, get a little cigar, a little something like that. You know, just be quiet. And, you know, it's white man's world. They gonna keep doing what they doing. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, y'all niggas better straighten up. Or God damn it, when I get the babies, they gonna come for you. I guarantee you that shit. Y'all think y'all scared of them YNs now. You better hope that they don't never take a liking to me, because they're gonna set y'all ass on fire. I dare you to go pull up on them and stunt. I'm talking about Burkina Faso. Y'all not ready for no shit like that. Speaking of which, let's get to this last clown. Because if I never seen Ali Saddiq, whatever, I damn sure ain't see this ace metaphor dude. I don't know where y'all be getting these dudes from. I don't. Everybody tonight, y'all could tag them and tell them I said they pussy. Y'all could edit the videos and do all of what you want. Line them up. Edit, take it, and call them out. I'm telling you, these dudes don't deserve y'all time on social media. They're not saying shit. You see the youngins ain't watching them. You don't give a damn about them. None. You don't connect to the youngins, you done. Now, this ace metaphor dude, whoever the hell he is, don't know. Again, another smart dumb nigga that think they're saying something. I seen the clip, cause why? Cause y'all sent it to me, him and Cam Newton. Y'all on these platforms, B, y'all sending me these videos with these dudes who are interviewing people, and these dudes is wearing goddamn pants tighter than Sierra and Rihanna dance outfits. That's why them youngins hooked on Cam Newton. And he probably was talking slick, and they said, man, this dude balls is all hanging in tight. Man, get your big ass up out of here. They probably barked on him. And he couldn't, you know, defend that. So he gonna swing and start hooking on Shorty and him. Shorty and like, yo, get your balls up out our face, yo. This is football. So y'all send me, and again, with this dandy, these dandy dudes that we dress sharp and all that, that shit don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. I seen the sharpest dresses do the weirdest shit. So he on there with this ace metaphor dude. And again, nothing is more triggering than telling black men that they don't like black women. This is what this bitch said. Men don't really like women. I'm like, what? Men don't like women. They just like to have sex with them. They don't like women. I'm like, maybe you don't like women. Maybe Cam Newton don't like women. But don't speak for the millions and millions of men that's on this globe. That shit is cap. And any woman that falls for that dumb shit, because women get dizzy sometime. And y'all believe any sucker shit, simp shit that come out somebody's mouth. Okay? That ain't shit but dirty Mac, and that ain't nothing. That's simp shit. Most men like and love women. Most men need women, and they know that. They may not be able to articulate that. They may not be in a position to have ever had somebody nurture them and show them how to speak and care for a woman. This is what I'm telling y'all. It's not enough. You can get a woman. You can get women. But how do you take care of them? That is something that is taught. Where is it taught at? If you keep running across chicken heads and your mama was suspect and she never taught you, sooner or later you're going to be a grown-ass man and don't know how to speak to them. It's not that you dislike them. You don't know. So you keep stumbling. That's all that is. But you let these dudes come on these platforms and make these very definitive statements. Men don't really like women? What? And y'all let that shit fly? With a name like Ace? Ace, metaphor, Ace? Again, mirroring the Ofe, mirroring white men. That's the only white, that's the only nigga I know named Ace. Ace Ventura, Ace, the goddamn, what you call them dudes? Hell's Angels, shit like that. Then, you know, it wasn't no Ace in my hood. Fuck out of here. Ace? Ace? Yeah, that's some goddamn porn name. Ace metaphor. And y'all listening to this dumb shit. You know, they lack emotional intelligence. What's that? You know, what's that? Because that's that bullshit talk. That's that man box shit. That's the things that these dudes learn when they go to these specific programs and these TED Talks, right? And they let them old face wash their mind and get them in a space where they sound different. Because you don't want to speak to them little young dudes in the street because they really, really have a hard time articulating themselves. So they go to these dudes and give them a bag and teach them how to be comfortable in front of white folk. So when you say emotional intelligence, what is emotional intelligence to somebody who's been raised in urban settings, raised in our communities and neighborhoods, where police is busting your ass on a regular basis, where people are hungry and starving and trying to figure shit out? Emotional intelligence, motherfuckers is going out their mind. They don't have the basic literacy to show them who they are and how they connect to the world. That's Literacy 101, to claim yourself, to know yourself, and how you are connected to the universe. So how can you have emotional intelligence without having knowledge of self? But you blaming them and saying that they don't really like women? Homie, you sound like a bitch right now. Straight up. You sound ignorant as hell. Because I see it all day, every day in the community. Black men standing with black women. Black men standing with black women and their black children, coming to schools, participating. I see it all day. And if I see it in this dirty ass city of 5 boroughs, I know that on the outer skirts, where people are not in those very tight conditions and have to be amongst each other, is there too. Which I want to show the destructive pieces. I want to consistently show that shit where we're losing on a regular basis. And you think it's funny because them crackers giving y'all a bag for that shit. Yeah, this video ain't getting monetized. I know that shit. I know that for a fact. Gambia, salute. What's going on? Much love from Gambia. Yeah, y'all gotta get, man, listen, Gambia. I love y'all too, but what the fuck, what's going on with Nigeria? How all of a sudden y'all disassociating themselves from Brick and Burkina Faso and all that? That's what I'm saying. Nigeria not Pan-Africanist no more. What's good? Because if y'all confused over there, what is we supposed to do in support? Come on now. This is the type of memes and shit we seeing on the web. Like, what? Nigeria president said what? Come on now. Either y'all getting it together over there or y'all not. Because there has to be some type of model. There has to be at least a skeleton of what it looks like. Come on now. They greedy, huh? Greed ain't gonna get you nowhere. Greed gonna get you enslaved. So they need to get that shit together. Yeah, but, you know, I just don't get how y'all consistently allow these to. And I know you really have no power over what comes across your timeline, but don't pay attention to it. As soon as it comes through, delete it, block it, delete it or block it. That's what you have to do. Cam Newton's and all that. He's metaphor. Ali, Saddiq, NORE, Shaboozey, Charlemagne. Get rid of these shits. Get rid of them. You know? Get off your timelines, man. And get serious. Oh, you say Nigerians, they puppets, yeah? But okay. We got you. Again, all we can do is watch. Because I don't want y'all to ever believe that there's true support. You understand? The way y'all moving over there, the way Brick is moving, the way Captain Ibrahim is moving, we cannot support that. Like, really, you can verbalize it, okay? That's not true support. That ain't shit. You understand? That ain't nothing. Marching up and down the streets here while they over there getting ready to get shot. That ain't support. So until we find a way to bridge, to really make moves that parallel and close the distance between us and start getting at everybody's oppressor, I want you to understand that and tell others who are in Gambia and surrounding spaces, y'all welcome to come here to this class so you can hear it firsthand. Don't worry about all that other shit y'all listening to and that's coming through y'all little timelines where y'all believing that we not over here doing what needs to be done or that we're ignorant of the geopolitics. No, we know what's going on, but it has to be a true vehicle for us to communicate so you can see what support looks like on that end and y'all can see the support that we need on this end. All that talking shit is done. It's done. It is done. India and Pakistan acting up. Ukraine and Russia still acting up. Israel is always consistently acting up. It's only a matter of time before they come through Wakanda. Okay? It's only a matter of time. Alright? Just like in the movies. And if we here are not in a position to cause pain, then all of us are about to go right back, to 1776 type shit. All right? You dig? Well, again, as always, a decent class, yo. Black women, don't listen to these dudes like Ace Metaphor and them. Y'all know that true men, black men, melanated men, like, love, and want you. Those who don't, then you don't need them. You don't. You don't. You love who love you. Stop chasing individuals who don't love you. That's how you get hurt. That's how you get exploited. That's how you get beat and abused. Shift your thinking. Love who honestly and truly loves you. I don't fuck with nobody who I don't care how they look, what they speak, what they offer. You ain't loving me? Get your ass out of here. You're an ugly bastard. Excuse me. The whole world could think you a dime, you a quarter. Bet you don't love me? Fuck out of here. You look like shit on a stick. And that's for real. Love who loves you. Stop chasing the idea of your man, of your person, of your partner, and all this other weird shit. That is not your thinking. You're being programmed. You're being manipulated because of your pain and your trauma. You want some type of relief. You want some type of relief. So now you got this shit in your mind of what relief looks like. So you see people on TV playing. You watching the Nene Leaks and all this other weird shit. The Married to Medicine and all that. And your idea, oh, I want a man like that. I need me a daddy, you know, somebody smooth and shit. And they get their shit shaped up and they go get manicures and they do all this other, and they go to church. He's a God-fearing man. No God-fearing man gonna love you. I'll tell you that shit right now. Y'all putting all that bullshit into play. That's what I should have did class on, because I just watched that pop the balloon bullshit again for the second goddamn week in a row. I need to stop that bullshit. I need a God-fearing man. I need a God-fearing woman. If that idea of what God is ain't you, you about to have a world of hurt. Don't come at me with that bullshit at all. At all. You better get up out of that white man thought. The hell out of here. You're gonna be oppressed in an institution of church and in an institution of marriage, and you fearing every goddamn body. You fearing God. You fearing your husband or your wife. You just scared. How the fuck can you love in those conditions? You sound stupid. Get your dumb ass out of here. That's rhetoric. You're just saying this shit because you think it's slick to say. You dig? We've been segregated. Ain't nothing changed. Bring it back. We've been segregated. Y'all just don't know it. Y'all don't want to like that. You understand that. Segregation ain't never stopped. Never stopped. You just had a few freakish ass white women come to the hood. That's all. You had a few greedy corporations come to the hood and hire you and pay you. That's it. You can't live in those areas. I can take you right now to spaces in Brooklyn. I don't took y'all there. Do the search. I took y'all to the area around Brooklyn College. That's segregated like a motherfucker. But you got all these rich NBA stars. You got all these rich NFL stars. You got all these rich rappers and moguls. Don't none of them live near Brooklyn College. None of them. None of them. Go ahead, do a Google search of when I showed y'all the protest by, what was that? Edward R. Murrow High School. When they was protesting in there because the migrants was being shipped. I think it was last year or some shit like that, where the mayor said, take them away from Floyd Bennett Field and put them in that high school. Them people flipped. They was out there spazzing that morning. And I showed you the whole area around Midwood. So if Jay-Z got $1 billion, why the hell he ain't got one of these homes? Okay? Yeah. If Carmelo Anthony's up and he buying soccer teams and all that, he ain't got no home over here. That's a segregated area, right in the heart of Brooklyn. And you can walk through and you can drive through. I bet your ass won't never go up into no real estate agent and they say, yeah, you can get this. Kidding me? Segregation ain't stopped. Nah, they just opened up some doors and allowed y'all into Hollywood and into Major League Sports. Yeah, and into corporate America. They allowed y'all to work for Google and Starbucks and allowed them little white girls to play up in y'all seat so they could get their little horny thrills off you. And as soon as Trump came back, now it's a whole lot of people that don't even speak to your ass no more at work. Okay? Nah, won't be coming to Africa. Nah. I'm not even going front, brother. We going to support from here. Y'all do what y'all do over there. We get rid of these old fays and dance on their graves, and we can Skype it. Okay, but nah, not me. Nah. I don't like down south. Damn it, I don't like Florida. I don't like nothing with mosquitoes and animals. That ain't me. Animals with brains and teeth, I stay the fuck away from. No disrespect, but that ain't me. Nah, I'm a NYCHA Houses born and raised resident. Okay? Yeah. Don't like roaches, none of that shit. All that give me the willies. So I know I'm not going to another continent. Not happening. Nah, I don't play that. I'm not even gonna front. Love y'all to death, not living it. No. Besides, my work is here. I don't have time to vacation. I don't get supported like that. I'm doing everything that I do with bare minimum. I don't get no support. I don't get funding from the old phase, none of that shit. If I don't work, I don't eat. And I work on my own for my own. Okay? So I ain't got time. I gotta chase every individual in my community that I can to give them proper anger management skills, domestic violence and battery accountability skills. Gotta teach the youth their degrees. I have to change in their mind what true leadership appears to be and work. That's what I have to do. So I don't have any dreams or thoughts or wishes to be anywhere else but in the fight. That's it. And like I said, if we put in enough work, we can dance on their caskets together. Okay? You can do it from there. I can do it from here. And we can Skype or we can do it on IG Live. I could ask you, you got your old fae up under your feet? Yeah, I got a couple old fays under mine, and we could dance on their graves all the way to true liberation. That's where I'm at with mine, baby. I'm not in for the talking. Nah, ain't no play over here. You dig? But on that note, y'all know I'm tired. I've been up consistently. Y'all know this is my consistent bedtime, and I'll rise at 5:30, 6 in the morning to start it all over again. What's up, Norway? What's good? You dig? You reading what? Stolen Legacy? That's a good piece. Okay, yes. George G.M. James, yes. Stolen Legacy. Excellent book. You dig? Yeah, and I already gave y'all the book list. Go to the community section of this YouTube space, and for Black History Month, every day I gave y'all a different book, because I've been doing it on Facebook for the past 4 or 5 years. Black History Month, 28 days, 28 to 35 books for reading, with a snippet and all that. I put in massive work. I don't know what the others are doing, except eating off of y'all, because everybody goes to different platforms and give them everything and come here and just look. Oh shit, yo, you dropping it. Yeah, I'm telling you, all that does is build a different type of leader. Okay? You know, I paid child support. Yeah, I paid it to your moms. That's why you able to come on YouTube now. You ain't get your child support? Tell your moms I said to buy you a pair of sneakers. I sent it last week. Yeah, see, Blaze, you ain't have to air that one out. You know, class is over. Yeah. Tell him to tell his mom to stop smoking the child support. Curly J, much appreciation for funding the war effort. You dig? Yeah. You know? That's how you do. You know, they don't disturb us. We don't let the trolls play no games. You understand? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell his mom to stop smoking up his little money. All right? You dig? Anyway, classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down. Fish Friday tomorrow. Well, Fish Friday today. So y'all could get it in early because the way it's looking, I might not be able to do a class in time. So yeah, 146 y'all up in here. Yeah, get the Fish Friday popping. All right? You dig? Yeah, breed love. That's what they're about. So again, classroom assistant, much appreciation for holding it down. Much appreciation as always. And dig to any of the new subscribers, this is how we get it in. This is how we get it in. Network with each other, build with each other, throw different ideas off of each other's head so we can get true liberation. They are working daily behind the scenes to snuff your lights out. They're doing it, especially in New York City. If y'all not recognizing, everybody that comes through our neighborhoods, that comes through our communities, is looking to take money, to take resources to stress you out. They got ticket agents coming through, traffic ticket agents coming through, sanitation agents is coming through. They trying to bleed you for your $50, $60, tick, tick, tack. The subways, okay, the congestion pricing. This is financial warfare to stress you out and get you in a position where you have to decide whether you're going to eat or pay a bill. Okay? They're causing chaos. Okay? Organized confusion. And if you're not well up here, if you're not balanced, you're going to crash out and do something stupid. Trust and believe me, when you look through your communities, we are not benefiting from anything there. Nowhere. Smarten up and start scheming, start plotting, get in this war. You dig? All my truckers, get to your destination safely. If you got cat shit in your eye and you can't see and you're tired, don't drive. Pull over to the side. Okay? Pull over to the side. You dig? Alright? See, Blaze, keep it up. That's what we talking about. Do what we do. Tierra, do what we do. You dig what I'm saying? Merklo, do what we do. Okay? You dig what I'm saying? We getting there. We moving. CC, we see you. Bernie, we see you. Keep it up. Everybody, every day. Engage with each other. GB, engage with each other. If y'all got any type of merch or whatever, put it in the comments. Support each other. It's the only way we're going to be able to do it. It's the only way we're going to be able to do it. Salute Martel, 55. I ain't seen your ass in like 80 years. 55. Okay? Cookie, we see you. Alright? Remember, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Guard your mind. Get back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. And 55, gang. Get y'all grades up.